What up, y'all? It's your boy, Calvin, Calvin. I'm back again for Tell a Tale Thursday. I don't know if that's a thing, but it is now. I'm gonna tell y'all a tale. Before I tell you this tale, please hit that subscribe button so you can see whenever I post a story. It's every Thursday. But on Monday, I drop songs. I also teach guitar lessons. I do all kinds of stuff. But let's get back into the story. So, this is part of a 4-part story. It's called The Rediscovery of Wagadu. It's still out of that same book by Harold Kuhlander called African Folktales. So the rediscovery of Wagadu is basically about this country, and it disappears for 4 reasons. The first of which is vanity, the next was falsehood, the third was dissension, and I forget what the last reason was, but it'll come up again because I'm going to have to tell the story. So the first one we're going to hear is Gassire's Lute. So Gassire was the son of the king. The king's name was Namagamba. Yes. So that's his name. Gassire was his son. Gassire could not wait for his father to die. He said that he waited for his father to die like lovers long for the evening star. Says that one day he went and fought into battle, and he had fought like a damo, which is like not a human being, but like a spirit, a really powerful fighting spirit. And during the celebration, people wanted to talk to him, but he didn't want to talk. All he could think about was the breath of his father's failing health. That's how bad he wanted his father to die. Man, why does this guy want his dad to die so bad? Because his dad was the only person that was able to wield this shield. He had a special shield, and a sword would only be given to him once he became the king, but he was not the king yet because he was waiting for his father to die. So he's trying to figure out, how do I hurry this up? I really want my father to die. So he goes to an old, like a shaman guy, a fortune teller. He says, hey man, do you know when my dad's gonna die? He says, I mean, look, you're gonna do whatever it is that you're gonna do, so I'm gonna give you the information. You're not going to get his loot, excuse me, you're not going to get his sword and shield, you're going to get his loot. A loot, not even his loot. You're going to get a loot. And because of this loot, this will be the destruction of Wagadu. This is the first time Wagadu will be lost to human eyes. And so Gassire goes, whatever, bro. So he goes back to a luthier. A luthier is a person that makes lutes. He goes to the luthier and he says, hey, luthier, man, I need you to build me a lute. And he's like, all right, cool. And he's like, but it won't play. He's like, what? What's the point of a lute that don't sing? He's like, well, I can tell you how to make it sing. And he's like, don't worry about it, just build it. So the guy builds it, and Gassire plays it. He says, hey man, it doesn't work. And he says, I know, I told you it wasn't gonna work unless you listen to how I can get you to get it to play. And he says, how do I get it to play, man? He says, it has to have the blood of your sons on it. And he's like, all right, sure, for sure. I don't care about these dudes anyway. I just want to be the king. So he goes back to the fortune teller, and the fortune teller says, you will get all the answers that you need from these birds that live at this, it's like a spa, like a retreat area for warriors. So he's hanging out at the spa later on, and the birds tell him, you know what, man? People will die. We the birds will die. Everything will die, and they will rot. But the song of battle, called the Dossie, will live on forever. So you should just keep fighting. And the more you fight, the more famous you'll get, and you'll never die because everyone will always remember you. And he's like, cool, that's a great idea. So he rounds up his troops, and he's like, I'm gonna go fight these people called the Burmada. He says, yeah, let's go fight them. So they're like, all right, cool. So they get over there, and he's like, you know what? It's just gonna be me and my oldest son. He has 8 sons. He says, yeah, me and my oldest son. So they're fighting, and then Gassire gets surrounded by 8 dudes, right? And so his son kills 4 of them, but as he's killing 4 of them, another one stabs him in the heart, so he dies. And Gassire's like, no! So he takes his son, and they place him on the altar. And after everyone leaves, Gassire fills this cup up with some of his blood, so he can bathe it in the lute. I forgot to tell you, the lute will only sing if it is bathed in the blood of his sons and himself. So the very next day, for 7 days straight actually, he takes all of his sons into battle and they all die. There's a sad remembrance for them afterwards, but Gassire is always collecting the blood. So he collects the blood and then bathes this piece of wood on the lute, and then puts the lute in his house, and totally thinks it was a sham because it didn't work. He's like, oh man, I'm never gonna be famous now. So he puts the lute over in the corner of the wall, and then a loud sound comes out of it. He wakes up like, what is this? This must be the Dasi. Yes, it was. The lute was indeed singing the song of the Dasi, and this song killed his dad. So now he finally got what he wanted. His dad was now dead. But it also made Wagadu disappear for the first time. That was the first time Wagadu disappeared. There are 3 more parts to this. If you liked that story, like the video, subscribe so I can share with you the other 3 parts. Add me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whichever other things you would like to talk to me on. Send me your email if you want to get updates right when I make the video. I'll send it out to you first. So thanks guys, I appreciate you, and looking forward to making the next video for you.